and we're here with Olympian Kelsey Campbell back at the Olympic Training Center. It's been a little while, and tell us what you've been up to.
Well, I've been training. I live out in the Bay now, training, working, and it's just a change of scenery for me, but it's been good. But I have been training and just getting back to where I need to get to make that next team. So.
And you've been training with the guys at Stanford.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that, wrestling some of the boys at Stanford.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great room. Great group of guys, smart guys, talented guys. The coaching staff's awesome. I love it there. I feel like it was the change that I needed. It's different, but I feel like I'm definitely in a good place, and it's been a good change. And it's exciting to be around college wrestling again.
Sure.
The energy, you just can't get that.
Right, because you wrestled at Arizona State, you were on their team.
Yeah, and so being just around senior wrestlers, you can kind of get in a bubble and just. You don't really think about what else is going on, but it's been good for me, I think, to be a part of that energy and get excited about it and to see them do well. And then other people I know in other programs, I definitely feel like invested in the program there now, so it's been exciting.
And working for eBay, can you get any good deals for us?
I don't know if I can get you any good deals. I'll see what I can do, but I guess you could say I have an in, so we can probably talk after the interview.
Being back at the training center, I know you've spent a lot of time training here, kind of really developed as a wrestler when you were here. What's it like being back?
Yeah, it's good to be back. I think it really is good to be back. I think I needed to be away. I needed to relocate to appreciate it again. I think I was here for a while, and like I said, I just needed a change. So coming back is exciting. It's exciting to see my teammates. It's exciting to see other athletes in other sports getting ready for the Winter Olympics. And it's good to be here as a camper, as a visitor, and just to make the most out of the short time I have versus it just being another day in the room. So I'm excited to be back, and I think for what I'm doing to really work, I think it's important to be here for the camps. So I think it just balances it out perfectly for my training. And
you're planning on wrestling at the Dave Schultz tournament. First competition since the Olympics. What are your thoughts on that?
First international competition since the games. I think at this point I just have to get the matches in, and it's a process, and I'm excited, of course, but I can gain a lot out of this tournament if I just look at it for what it is, another competition to get better. It's exciting. It's been years since I've competed at this one. Probably 3 years since I've competed at the Schultz tournament. So it's been a while, So I'm excited. There'll be some great competitors here. I'm already training with some of them, some of the best girls at my weight in the world. So I'm excited.
You haven't been gone that long, but new rules, new weight classes, and more weight classes for women at the Olympics. I mean, talk about some of those changes.
Yeah, I think it was interesting for me because I hadn't competed under the new rules, but I think that they're actually more suited for me. I think as a wrestler, I'm more of a distance runner than a sprinter. So I think that the periods and the format, the scoring is good for me. The weight classes, I threw a party when I found out, 3 extra kilos to play with for me. So, and I think for me,
compared to the Olympic
weight, I think for me it was a perfect change, For some people, they're figuring it out and they're not really sure where they're going to go. But for me, I think it's pretty clear where I'm going to be. And so just growing into the new weight, and regardless whether or not they had added weights or they changed them or not, I was going to be ready, and I was going to have to prepare to be the best at whatever weight I had. But the fact that the new weight classes are what they are is just a plus for me.
Now, is your plan to compete through 2016 and then probably evaluate it from there? Is that what you're looking at? You're taking it year by year?
I think you have to take it year by year because anything could happen. I thought before 2012, I'll move to Colorado, I'll make the team and move on with my life. Before I made the team, I realized I want to do this for a while, and And so now I feel like I could wrestle forever, like 2016, 2020, whatever. Like, I feel great. Let's do this. That's how I feel. I feel like I want to do this as long as I can because I love the sport. But we're just taking it 1 year at a time. So.
You've been pretty close to winning a medal. I mean, is that a pretty big motivating factor too? I mean, you've been right there with the best girls.
Yeah. I think for me, that's been my career, peaks and valleys. And I'm wired in a sense that because I've fallen short, there's always something to work for. And I just think that that's the beauty of wrestling is you have to just be ready to win at the right times. And at those specific times, I haven't done what I wanted to do. And so, of course, that's a motivating factor. First, you got to make the team. And then when you have the opportunity, you have to make the most of it. And so I definitely have some specific goals. I don't think medaling is out of reach, but it's going to be a battle as it should be. So of course, I've got my eyes on the podium, and I think I should. I think that should be the goal for me. So.
And you're one of, I believe, only 12 women that have made a U.S. Olympic team in wrestling. I mean, that's pretty cool. Now, I mean, you had a great experience in London. Just being a part of the Olympics. I mean, how special was that to be in the United States Olympian?
I think I have mixed feelings about it, to be honest. I think any Olympian will tell you that you want the medal. I'm super grateful to have been a part of it. It was a dream come true. It is a dream come true. And I got to meet some really amazing athletes out there. And I got to experience my teammates' victories and be a part of history, And so, but again, like as soon as it was over, as soon as that last match was over, I was already thinking about Brazil. Like it was already there. And so, again, that's how I'm wired. Like it is a motivator. Every day I think about it. And so I'm grateful for the experience. It's over and done, and we just got to move on to the next one.
And last question, you've had some injuries that kept you off the mat. I mean, but you're feeling pretty good now?
Yeah, I feel like a rock star, honestly. It's crazy because I actually never really experienced a ton of injuries, serious injuries. This one was pretty bad. But I had surgery, I'm back, and I feel strong, and I feel like I could do this for a while. So I think the injury has taught me a lot, as I think it teaches every athlete. You learn a little bit about resilience. So, but yeah, just learned a lot from it. Grateful to be back, grateful to be healthy.
And made me think of one more. 2 Olympic gold medalists out on the mat right now, Burroughs and Varner. I mean, pretty exciting coming back and seeing some of those guys still wrestling.
It's really exciting. I'm super inspired by them. They've done a lot of things that I haven't, and so I think for me it's watching them and learning from them, and that's why I'm here. That's why I actually wanted to come and just sit in on this practice, because I want to learn from the greats, and I think that any athlete should have that attitude, to just be willing to learn from the best. So it's good to have him here.